guys, holding hands with you, bringing you My Hero Academia review, or Boku no Hero Academia, Chapter 199, titled Improve a New Move, Operations. We get this nice flashback of what Tokiyami was doing with Hawk back in, when he got selected by Hawk to be his to be one of the pupils, basically, for the upcoming license. That's who he was with. He was with Hawk and his group. And oh boy, did we get some good things on this, first half of the chapter. We get, Hawk was just going around beating up villains real quick and then dropping them off, and students that were under him, all they had to do was just clean up and pick them up and, put them away. And after a while, this started to frustrate Tokiyami. He was like, I'm not fodder, why does he just keep on making us do all this cleanup work? Then he confronts him, why did you pick me? And he tells him something about, because you're a UA student and you're one of the top 3, and I thought maybe if I do try this, let me pick at least one of y'all. And he says something else about him being only 26% serious about this conversation, which kind of ticked off Tokiyami even more. And so the next day after this, Hawk, when he was going to his mission, Tokiyami had Dark Shadow wrapped around him in that abyssal body mode, and he was just jumping from building to building, basically pulling a Hawk without destroying, whatever he was jumping off of. And he was actually able to somewhat keep up with Hawk, which was stated by his apprentice of Hawk's. So Hawk was impressed. Later on that evening, he did something very awesome. He was like, as a congratulations and thank you for helping out, he picked up Tokiyami and flew into the sky. And you did this funny panel where he's carrying him and he's frozen stiff, just looking around. And he tells him something about, I'm not a type of person to pick the next generation and guide them well, but I don't like seeing people waste their potential either. And this kind of woke up Tokiyami. He was like, what do you mean waste my potential? And he was like, you're a bird just like me. If you can fly, try flying. It's good that you're improving on the things that you're bad at, but don't let the things that you're good at, fall behind because you're improving on the things that you're bad at. Find a balance and try to improve both. The things you are naturally good at and the things that you're not too good at. That was basically his point to Tokiyami. Then after this flashback, we get back to the fighting of Class A1 versus B. And after we have all this, this there's a couple of pages, probably 2 or 3, of this flashback of Tokiyami. The shadow dude he was fighting decided not to target him no more and target Aoyami instead. And he caught him by his long cape. He got that really fancy long cape. He caught him and ran off. Now he thought, because of Dark Shadow's limit and how far it could stretch, he was not going to be catchable by Dark Shadow, since he already broke out that limit because he's fast. Unfortunately, he didn't know, or the classmates as well, that he can fly. Yes, that's right, Tokiyami can fly. He has this little flying technique he does with Dark Shadow, where he wraps him up around his cape, but the arms of Dark Shadow are out, and they wings made of hands of darkness, and they're just flapping. And as you see in the thumbnail, it's called Black Fallen Angel, and that's basically his technique, what allows him to fly with Dark Shadow. And he's pretty fast and agile with it, and good at maneuvering, but he was able to save Aoyami from this guy. And then they came back with the counterattack thanks to Momo quick thinking. And this is when we get the end of the chapter, where this mushroom girl coming out of nowhere. There's a girl dressed as mushrooms, and she can also grow mushrooms out of her body. And we see that Momo, she grew one from her nose. So I'm not sure how this quirk works. Can you grow mushrooms from anything you look at or touch, or anything you want to? I mean, it's weird. It's like a mushroom growing quirk. So, but I learned one thing: don't underestimate no quirk in Boku no Hero, because it's gonna bite you if you try to do. But I'm happy that these last two chapters have been about Tokiyami. He's my favorite character in like the whole series so far. I won't say the whole series. He's my favorite in Class A1, but not including all my Obaku, not including all my Odaku. He's like up there with me, with them, in my opinion, on like my ranking of how I like characters. So he's one of my favorite. So I'm happy these last two chapters were about him. But and getting that Hawk flashback was pretty good. We get to see more of Hawk's character development and how he helped Tokiyama characters well developed and all this stuff, and it was a really good chapter overall. But again, I advise you to read it if you haven't read it. If you haven't read it, go read it. Great chapter. And read it again if you have. I know I am. And yeah, leave your thoughts, comments, and opinions. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Tell me what you thought of the chapter. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.